is a right answer for me, and this is, I think, a great point to kind of close the conversation, right? And it's home growing, right? I want to hear about the situation for home growing in New Jersey, because for me, as I mentioned, right, and for me here, there is a right answer. It's like home growing has to be allowed.
Right.
There, to me, no discussion, right? Like, how can we say this plant is safe? It's effective to treat a bunch of different ailments. People should be free to consume it. How are you not allowed to grow it? Who is telling you can't grow tomatoes at home, right? And again, this is where we have this tension between capitalism, between free enterprise and home growing, right? And you representing a business association, a trade association, where the interests of many of your members go or are conceived to go directly against those of the home growing movement, right? Yeah. Where do you stand, right? Because ultimately, I don't see home growing taking a big bite of the industry, right? People can grow tomatoes at home. 99% of people buy their tomatoes at the supermarket, no matter what. I grow my own cannabis and tomatoes and whatever, parsley and basil. I get a little bit of it. It's fun. I'll do it in my balcony on my terrace. 95% of my vegetables I still buy, right? So I don't know, where do you stand as an organization? Where do your members stand, and where does Jersey stand legally in terms of home growing?
So I think when you look at home grow, to not have home grow flies in the face of it's either legal or it's not. If it's legal, then it's legal. It's legal across the board. To say that one aspect of it is still illegal is not legal, right? So I think that's the statement that I will lead with is if you don't have home grow, then it's really not legal. So answer the question, is it legal or isn't it? I can tell you from the very practical matter, because New Jersey is an extremely political state. New Jersey, in fact, politics is a contact sport in New Jersey. This is why we thrive, right? We've been called the Soprano state. We've been called everything but children of God. We in politics is a contact sport. So when we looked at the notion of home grow, it became a political discussion. It wasn't one of medical efficacy. It wasn't one of patient rights. It was a political expedient conversation. And so as a matter of political expediency, it was dropped from the original legislation. Political expediency, because you could not get enough you couldn't get enough votes in the legislature with home grow in the bill, because you still had legislators talking about gateway drug 2 years ago. You still had legislators talking about addiction. You still had legislators that were hosting town meetings where people actually convinced them that children would be shooting up pot. And so home grow became a matter of political expedience. It was dropped for political expedience, and now we have legalization without it. So I think going forward, when you look at kind of, well, what's on the horizon? I think home grow is on the horizon. I even think that mushrooms are on the horizon. And so even though people cringe, we are, and a part of our job in the association is to help educate. And so we're going down that road. And so I think that is our future, home grow, and even mushrooms, especially when the veteran community, of which I'm a member, the veteran community stands behind mushrooms, especially for traumatic brain injury. So I think we're hopeful.
Fantastic. Unfortunately, we've run out of time, but I think this was a super interesting conversation that I hope we get to continue sometime soon. But Edmund Deveaux is the head of the New Jersey Cannabis Business Association. My name is Javier Hasse. I invite you to check out benzinga.com/cannabis for all of your daily news. If you speak Spanish, check out elplanteo.com and maybe join us. We're hosting a conference in Panama, September 1 and 2, Latam CanBiz, and in Chicago, Benzinga Cannabis Capital Conference, September 13 and 14. All of my plugs.
Am I invited? Am I invited?
You are, man. We hope to see you there. And I mean, this is the time to drop any plugs.
Excellent. New Jersey Cannabis Business Association. Our website, New Jersey, all spelled out, cannabusiness.com. And I also want to thank my partners at Burton Trent Public Affairs. Thank you guys for your support, for backing me in my role as president of the association.